Hello everybody, this is Crystal out of Willowbrook Farms Animal Sanctuary. Oh, it's been a little bit longer than a week than I thought it would be when I would get back with you, but you know, things have been happening. I want to say the heat index today got up to like a 113. I am in the kitchen, so you may hear some noises. You can hear animal noises, you can hear people noises, you just hear noises. It's getting ready to thunderstorm. So yeah, we just spent some time outside getting the birds and stuff put up. But before that, there was probably about 30 minutes where it's just the heat just gone. Started to breeze, thundering a little bit. It was kind of nice. So got all the birds put away, and Walter Pig he's been brought in, much to his dismay. He likes to stay outside. It's nice. Although he was hot today, he didn't hardly graze at all today. He laid on the patio in the shade and just kind of chilled. Although he spent some time later in the day, like right before dinner time, he went out, rooted around, showed up, covered in mud. It was great. But then he ate, grazed, because then that's when the heat, that's just the temperature just dropped. It feels so much nicer outside, but it is definitely getting ready to storm. So I want to come in and say, hey, see how everybody was doing, kind of pick up the conversation where we left off last time. So when I left, I asked if anybody knew of, could name any of the 3 primary reasons why a person would go plant-based or go vegan. 0 comments, but we have 13 subscribers, which is 2 more subscribers than I did last time I talked to you. Definitely share. Hopefully you find some value. So let's go back to those questions. So the 3 primary reasons a person would go plant-based or vegan. Usually vegan is what people associate to, but we are plant-based. We don't hold all of the same beliefs that a vegan does, because vegans are a very ethical space with a very set number, like a set defined principles. There's a couple places in there that we're just like, no, I don't think so. I actually appreciate police dogs. Just saying. That's a whole different conversation for a whole different time. So the 3 reasons: we have vegan for the animals. I think that is the most obvious. A lot of their principles are not only not consuming animals, animal byproducts, not wearing them, not using products that have them in there, not supporting companies that make a single product in that space. They talked about, police dogs using service animals. That's not something that a person who's vegan for the animal, a vegan, would actually support, because they believe, animals should not be used at all by humans. Whereas I do believe that there are beneficial symbiotic relationships that can exist based on the animal and the animal of that species' personality. Not all dogs want to serve humans. There are some dogs, though, that the biggest thing, their best joy that they could have is being told that they are good, hearing that tone of our voice, and enjoying other people that are around them. I look at the animals on our properties. Some of them very much are social and enjoy human interaction, and others not so much. Let's see. The second reason is vegan for the health. That is where my plant-based journey started. And 2.5 years ago, I got the call, hey, you're diabetic. And that was after probably 6 months of just excruciating 24-hour discomfort and pain because of some kidney stone issues that I was having. So for the animal, or for the health, it is proven, research is there, that a plant-based diet is the absolute healthiest diet, the absolute most sustainable lifestyle. I hate using the word diet, because diet really means 2 things, right? Diet, ooh, I'm trying to lose weight. And diet, oh, this is the foods in which this person consumes normally. Like a watermelon that's sitting right there, or bananas that are over there. There are apples and potatoes and onions and dog dentist sticks. We don't eat those. That's for the dog. What was it? Lost my train of thought. Oh, so health, that's where mine started. I had all these problems, and then 3 months with no medication, my A1C went from 9.6, 9.4, and it went to 5.6, 5.4. I was at the point. So it went from like 9.5 to 5.5 in 3 months naturally, just by eating plant-based. I'm whole food, plant-based focused. So there's something there. There's something there that tells you that, plants heal your body. Not only do, there's a healing. People are like, oh, we could stop But research is showing that a plant-based diet not only stops certain diseases and prevents certain diseases, it can also reverse certain diseases. Dr. Esselstyn has a ton of information out there about heart disease. It is absolutely staggering to think that the number of people who are dying from heart disease isn't as necessary and it's not as unchangeable as some people would like to think. You can actually reverse heart disease. Not all. Congenital hearts, there are always going to be problems a person is born with and they're naturally going to have, but there are so many problems that we place on ourselves through our diet. We say, oh, it's in my family. Well, your diet, how a family eats is very much shared. So if you have a great-grandparent who passed away of heart disease and they ate meat, dairy, eggs, grease, lard, all those wonderful things, those same recipes are getting passed to the next generation, and they're eating the same things, and guess what? They're going to have the same heart problems. So the vegan for the health, or plant-based for the health, that's kind of where my journey started 2.5 years ago. Although I've eaten in a space of cognitive dissonance. I love animals. I've always loved animals. I mean, my mother can sit down and tell you stories of me with animals, with wild animals, before I could talk, before I could walk. It's where I am. But then I grew up eating animals. And as soon as I stopped eating animals, that's when the clarity came in I had corrected my cognitive dissonance of saying, I love animals, I eat animals. I don't anymore. I feel great. I wake up in the morning and I know nothing's dying because I needed to eat. We don't live in a survival world. We're not, out needing, club people and drag them off to our caves and, use a spear to hunt the buffalo. That's not where we live anymore. That's not where humans are. So just because there may have been a time, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, for people to have to hunt and they have to eat meat, we don't have to. And our bodies were not meant to. And I'll get into that into another video because I also am Christian. I know several vegans are very much pro-choice. Maybe they are actually, it feels like, almost anti-Christian. It's not even that they aren't Christian. It's like they're against Christianity. But in my belief, my Bible tells me humans were made to eat plants. And before the rapture, we'll be eating plants. It talks about the lion will lay down with the oxen and eat straw. So that's what my Bible says. Oh. The third reason is vegan for the environment. That one is interesting. A lot of people think, oh, I'm an environmentalist. It has really nothing to do with food. But in reality, the lowest impactful footprint that a person can have and actually help to heal the environment is a vegan or a plant-based diet. Not vegetarian. No. Vegan. Whole food plant-based. Talks about, it takes over 600 gallons of water for 1 pound of ground meat. I want to say that if you don't eat meat for a day, it is like not showering for 3 or 4 months. I mean, it's ridiculous. Not eating meat for a day is like not driving a car for I don't even know what it was, weeks or months, but it was a ridiculous amount of time. I can look all those stats up again. These are just things I found in my reading and my research, as I change things. So I genuinely feel in my heart of hearts now that a person can't be an environmentalist if they aren't a plant-based eater. Because otherwise you're just, you're contradicting yourselves. You're in cognitive dissonance. You're living in a way and believing in a way that doesn't match. They don't match. So take it with a grain of salt. Take it for whatever it is. But those are the 3 primary reasons. What people forget frequently, because I have people in my family that laugh at me. I have people that I know that have told me that I'm wrong, that I'm stupid. In fact, I don't have high cholesterol. I'm no longer on depression medication. My panic disorder seems to be completely controlled. Severe panic disorder. My kidney problems solved. I've been off that medication for over 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. I have lumps or had lumps. I don't even know if I have lumps in my breast anymore. I've had multiple biopsies. I can't feel those lumps anymore. They're just gone. So until I go back for my next mammogram, I don't even know if they're still there or not. All I know is before I could feel them, and now I got nothing. Let's see. My chronic headaches, gone. What else? I took like 12 pills a night. Nothing. I take nothing now, and I feel fabulous. I'm still about 50 pounds overweight. I'm still losing weight very, very slowly. I'm not as whole foods as I was initially because when I started, it was an emergency. My health was on the line. And now I'm okay. I do okay. So I have a blog post. Actually, I'll link down to our website, wfas-cares.com. I have a whole article I wrote there of everything that I ditched because I went whole food plant-based. And I feel great now. Actually, everybody except my son, everybody is plant-based. Our youngest is now vegan. She's actually vegan. My husband and I were both plant-based eaters. And we're all really feeling good. We all, everybody's fitter, healthier, more energy, better sleep, look better, skin very clear. I don't know. It's crazy. So anyways, I say, there's this magic kind of fourth reason that's actually above all of those reasons. And I think I'm going to cut the video off there and see if anybody wants to guess what that. I think it's a main reason, and I don't think it's publicized. It's just kind of through my research and what I think the plant-based lifestyle impacts. So in the comments, tell me what you think that fourth place is. And it is a driver for the three I just named, and it's actually also, not only is it the cause of the three, it actually is a symptom of the three. So any one of those three that change this other thing, it's like on both ends. Like that apple pineapple pen, only there's three things in the middle of it. That's an old one. All right, with that, I don't have much more. I'm just going to kind of click this off, go listen to the storm, maybe do a little crochet. I haven't crocheted I have actually crocheted a little bit. When I first moved here, I hadn't crocheted a whole lot. And a lot of people who followed me on my Ask Miss Chris channel actually knew that I did a lot of crochet, and I did some tutorials and things like that. So, all right. That's it. Hope you all have a great week. If I don't talk to you before, that's it. Have a great night, everybody.